I started working at the High Museum in 1987 as an exhibition specialist, a position that was more or less created for me when I moved to Atlanta. Well, the elements of being an exhibition designer, I think, is working well with other people, being able to intuit what the exhibition and what the interpretation, what other people are bringing to the exhibit, how to put all that together and make something kind of cohesive out of it visually. And that can be color, it can be lighting, and in most cases it's both of those. But it's also about spatial relationships. My favorite exhibitions would be, right up there would be the collaboration with the Louvre, and then also the Terracotta Warrior exhibition that was traveled here from the British Museum. A very complicated show because of the type of work that we were showing, the terracotta, and also the complexity of how it was installed, how we had to handle it, how it had to be supported. We chose the black for the walls, which is pretty unusual in a space like the piano building, but it worked really, really well. We were able to light everything very dramatically and sort of give that more intimate feeling in those large galleries with some other, the warriors were not small, but there were a lot of small objects that were associated with them. So it really worked out pretty well. Well, I was trained as a painter and a sculptor when I was in graduate school. And color theory and color was always an interest of mine, and I've always considered it to be something I have a fairly good eye for. When I start thinking about an installation, I start thinking about color probably from the get-go. It's part of what the exhibition is. Models are a great way to engage other people. We start with a checklist, which is just a pretty ordinary standard thing of numbers of objects, images of the objects, dimensions, and then I convert all of the images and then I scale everything according to whatever model we want to use for that particular exhibition, because you can see the whole thing at one time this way, which is really great. You can see where maybe there's some weak points, maybe there's some too many objects on one wall and not enough on another. We need to establish what sight lines are so that we can say, okay, this is an important piece. It needs to, when you turn the corner, you need to have that right in front of you. Or when you come around a corner, that something is there to help keep you moving through the exhibit, and it piques your interest so that you want to continue to move through the exhibition. The Woodruff Art Center purchased one of my pieces for Table 1280, which is part of the Woodruff Art Center's collection, so it's been there for about 5 years now. And it was an installation piece, so it suited a public space like that quite well. I still maintain a studio, still make my work. I enjoy doing that, and it keeps me fresh being able to work here at the High Museum around art all day long. It gives you a chance to see things you wouldn't ordinarily see, and working with people you wouldn't ordinarily work with.